Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Footy Banter and Insights. Today we have a very special edition where we are going to go through the fixtures list during the Christmas period and we're going to discuss the top five teams because let's face it, no one cares about Spurs. And we're going to go through the panel comments. So we've got Varun, Manan, and Rishabh with us today. So guys, let's start one by one. Let's start with Liverpool first. Rishabh, since this is
Yep.
your brainchild, what do you think of the four fixtures for Liverpool?
I think if you look at the fixtures, I think two difficult ones: Tottenham, Liverpool, and Liverpool, Man United. I think those two fixtures can kind of be a title, a hiccup for these for Liverpool. But I think overall, if you look at it, I expect them to get at least 9 points out of these 12. I expect them to drop one loss. I think it will be at United probably. I think because they're coming back into form. But again, it's at home, so I still don't think that's happening. But still hoping for a slip up in these four games. And if the slots team just goes and wins all these four games, then I think we are looking at the potential champions for the next season.
Yeah, if they win four out of four, definitely they put themselves right up there.
Yeah.
But the first game is against Tottenham, and we don't know which Tottenham is going to show up, right?
Yeah,
Yep. Yeah. Yeah.
I feel even away to West Ham can be slightly tricky because they are playing Thursday night at versus Leicester, and then you have just 2 days, and then you're going away to West Ham, right? So, just because it's only like a matter of couple of days between the two game, an away fixture to West Ham can be a little tricky as well. But let's see, like how.
But I think that's where the squad helps. I think the likes of Curtis Jones and Javi Elliott, Nunes, Gakpo, those sort of players will play. I think West Ham not being into great form also helps Liverpool because West Ham is also trying to figure out what sort of team are they. So I think it even though it's a two day difference between between the games, I think it should be a good. I think it should be a straightforward game for them.
Yeah, similar. I think I feel that they're going to drop points at Spurs for sure. And yeah, the other three, like Leicester, should be fairly straightforward for them. West Ham could be a potential banana skin. And United at home, like we really don't know. Like it's just such a random team to play right now. So we really don't know. Of course, the manager will have had 2 more weeks to work on the squad with, but yeah, like, he's not used to working over the Christmas. So let's see how he adapts.
Fair point. So
Manan,
just
Ah,
a straight shootout. Uh,
mhm.
Rishabh, before that, we can just do a straight shootout. Just tell the number of points that Pool will pick up over these four fixtures.
I think nine.
Nine. Haru,
Yeah, I think 9 or 10. I feel.
nine or ten.
I hope 8, but I feel they'll pick 9 or 10.
Manan,
I would say seven.
seven.
Mhm.
I think I'll go with eight as well. Yeah, cool. Rishabh, you were saying something?
Manan, do you expect another 7-0 when on the 5th of Jan?
No,
Do
no,
you
no,
expect
not at all. Not at all.
not at all?
No, no chance.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
no
yeah.
chance, no chance.
Uh,
Even if we lose, it will be like max
2-0,
3-0.
3-0.
Manan,
Yeah.
your hand is covering most of the
One
screen.
second. Yeah, yeah. I was going to hide other people in the room.
Are there other people in the room?
Yeah. That's what I'm trying to hide.
Rishabh, can we go to the next team? But yeah, on that subject, I'm 100% sure. Yeah, the way Amorim has
Yeah,
organized this team, I don't see them losing in a big way for sure.
yeah, yeah. I mean, I will not be surprised even if United win. Like it's that kind
Yeah,
of
yeah, correct.
game.
No, no, you can put it up. You can put it up. So the first game is today, which is the Conference League, and then the festive fixtures start for Chelsea. So we've got Everton away, we've got Fulham at home, we've got Ipswich away, and then we've got Palace away. So, Manan, why don't
That
you start off with this?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's just straight 12 points. Yeah. I don't see Chelsea dropping any points in these four games. I don't even like maybe Fulham is sort of like a derby also, and then Fulham's playing well as well. But realistically, I don't see Chelsea dropping any points here.
I feel away to Crystal Palace could be a slightly tricky one. But
Yeah.
apart from that, I think 10 points for me, Chelsea should be able to get from these fixtures.
I think the trickiest game is Everton away, considering they drew Arsenal at home. I mean, that just shows the quality of the team.
No,
Also,
that
Chelsea
just
will be
shows quality of
without
Arsenal right now.
Chelsea will be without Cucurella for this one. He's suspended for Everton
Yeah, but they
because of
have other
disciplinary
options,
error.
no?
The other option is Rafael Vega.
Huh.
Uh, Not the most adept in the Premier. He's played one Premier League game so far,
But
and
I
in the
think
league
against
and in the
Everton, it's
Conference League.
okay, right? Like, who is their right winger? I don't think they have like a very brilliant right winger or something.
Jack Harrison.
That's okay. He can manage Jack Harris.
I feel Everton
Yeah,
away is always tricky. Uh, Fulham at home is a derby, but I'm hoping Chelsea win this.
Hmm.
An SW6 proper derby. Ipswich away ideally should be a win for sure, but all depends on Liam Delap and how the manager sets up. And Palace away, unfortunately, again is a big derby
Derby.
for Chelsea, right? So I think the only big consideration I would say is how the entire squad will step up for these games. Also in the background, like I don't know if you guys are aware, but Mudryk has been provisionally banned for
Positive drug
doping.
drug
Failing a
test.
drug test,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, failing a drug test. So because of which he has been isolated from the squad, and I think just because of this news, maybe there'll be a positive reaction or a negative reaction. It, well, there will be some sort of a reaction for sure, right? In general,
It will be
because when
positive.
one of your teammates kind of goes out of the circuit, you tend to have some, I don't know, some information coming around it. But yeah, so I feel I would be happy with 10 points, but I think realistically, I think because there are two derbies and Everton away is always tricky, I think
Same.
8 points is where we should get at least, hopefully.
I
Okay,
think
so
Everton. I think Everton Chelsea becomes important because I think Liverpool play Sunday at 10 o'clock, and that's the first time this season that if Chelsea wins this game, Chelsea go on top. So I think that motivation will be there for the for at least for the manager and for the players. I think he'll try and pass it on that you need to play hard and get that win so that at least there's pressure on Liverpool. And again, if they drop points, uh, then there is a serious title chance that we are looking at. Chelsea Fulham could be a very interesting game because Fulham has been playing really well this season. They've gotten a draw at Liverpool, so I'm expecting in terms of all the four fixtures that we are looking at, I'm possibly looking at um, eight. Both the London derbies getting a draw, and the other fixtures getting both. The other fixtures are winnable games for them.
UV 8, Rishabh 8, Varun.
I think 10 or 12.
Yeah, for me it's 12.
Derbies aren't easy, yeah.
Manan, if
Uh,
you, Manan, if we get 12 points from these four fixtures, I'm
hmm.
definitely treating you. Don't worry about it.
Done, done, done.
And
If
and
this is
and
the
if we
case,
get
then I predict all
and no,
every four match cycle.
but it's
Chelsea is
the
going to
reverse as
get 12
well.
points.
The reverse as well, right? If we get less than 9 points, then you should treat
Ah,
me.
chalo, done. Done.
As who
Done,
predicted
done,
eight?
done.
He also should get no.
Done, done, done. Chalo.
Crystal
Haru,
Palace
you want to start
away.
with this?
Yeah. Crystal Palace away, I feel it's a tricky fixture. I felt the same for Chelsea. I feel the same for Arsenal as well. Ipswich at home, we should be able to win. Brentford away, Brighton away. I predict us dropping points in one of those two fixtures. I feel so. I think I would go for 8 points for Arsenal in these four games. I think yeah, I think 8 points should be good enough. Three away. The only thing is that there are three away games in this. Um, we are not playing any big team as such, any big team, but I don't think I think for Arsenal this season, playing against the mid-table teams has been a bigger problem, and we have been dropping points against the mid-table teams. We saw that versus Fulham and Everton as well. So I feel, I mean, I would love for us to win all four of them. All four of them are winnable, but given the current problems we have been having with scoring goals in the Premier League, I feel we will kind of we might just draw two of those away games. I feel so. Yeah, 8 points according to me, max 10. I don't know.
I would actually say, like, for me, it's 5 to 7 points. I see them dropping points. Like, I see them losing at least one game out of the four, and perhaps drawing at least one, if not two, of the others. So, yeah, like, I feel against either Brentford or Brighton, they will lose, and the other one, like, the other one and Crystal Palace, maybe there's a draw in there, at least one somewhere. So,
हो सकता है.
so I don't see this as like, because there are so many away games, and also like around Christmas there are like there's just one London game, you know? So that also makes a difference. Like if you have a multiple London games as away games with the short uh, time period of the fixtures, then that helps. But now that they have to like go to Brentford and Brighton, which is like right down south, so I don't think it's going to be easy for us.
So Palace away is definitely tricky, no doubt. Ipswich at home, I think that can be a hammering for sure for the Tractor Boys. Brentford away is, I think, the most dangerous fixture for Arsenal, according
Mhm.
to me,
Agreed. Agreed.
because they have been brilliant at home. They have won
Mm.
six and drawn one,
Mm.
and I think they would definitely get something out of the game. I don't know if they'll win or not, but at least I think Arsenal will drop 2 points here mostly. But Brighton, if I look at their last few games, right, they've been very topsy-turvy. So I think considering that even Brighton are going to play 4 games and this is their fourth game, I feel they can win this. So if I look at it, 3 plus 3, 6, 6 plus maybe 1, 7. And Palace, I would say either a win or a draw. So I would say again, 8 to 10 points is where I would kind of put them in.
I'll go for six. I think Crystal Palace win. I think Ipswich win, but I don't think they're getting anything from Brentford and Brighton. I have my doubts. I think Brentford though. Uh, Varun, I think you should just not watch that game anymore because they'll Brentford will. I mean, Brentford will score 4-5 at least.
Oh
Brighton
my God, 4-5 against Arsenal.
4-5.
And
I'm
only
telling you,
at
four
least,
five.
at least.
I don't mind taking this action. Chalo, 4-5 goals for Brentford versus Arsenal. Chalo, I don't mind. If they
I
score,
because I'll tell you what I like you said they've won so they've played 8 at home, they've won 7 and they've drawn 1, and their total points up till now in the season is 23, so 22 have come at home. So I don't think they'll get anything out from there. And Brighton, I think they're just coming. I think yes, I think the last game that they played was against Newcastle that they got beat. They lost I think 3-1 or something. But till the 80th minute, it was 1-0. They were leading. So I think Brighton with a little bit of nous, I think they can easily beat Arsenal. I think uh, I don't see them getting anything above 6. That's what I feel. No hatred against Varun, but I just don't see them
No, no,
getting
it's all
anything more
good,
than.
man.
I let's do a simple coffee bet. I don't after our let's say I've got my cricket tournament from the 4th to 10 Jan. So after that, whenever we are playing football next, if Brentford actually put even 4 goals past Arsenal, I definitely owe you a coffee.
Yeah,
Yeah.
done 100%. What do you think, Varun? They'll score 4. Even what will they score
Brentford,
4? Brentford, come
Brentford.
on. Yep.
No, man.
No, no.
Nahi?
No, dude.
I have a very bad feeling. And then you might
Unless there's a sending off very early on or something major happens,
see
I don't
that's a
see that
different
happening.
thing. But I don't.
Unless if like three of our defenders are injured and then you're playing with like Kivior and Zinchenko and like
Sterling.
couple of other Sterling and like whatever like Partey as right back and like अगर ऐसा कुछ खिचड़ी बन के डिफेंस आया तो I don't know, man. One odd day can happen, but the
नहीं
probability
यार,
is
उसके
extremely
बाद
low.
भी 4 goals from Brentford against Arsenal is
Extremely
Can't see
low
it happening.
probability.
yeah.
टू,
Yeah,
चलो चलो
extremely.
4 नहीं, 2 या
Four.
3, चलो लेट्स
It's अभी you
नहीं
can
नहीं,
change
अभी
that.
तूने
No, no,
we
तूने
keep
तूने
it, we
फाइव,
keep it
तूने
for
तूने फाइव
for
बोला था, तो फाइव का मैंने
और
4 कर
five
दिया, उससे कुछ
five
तो
for the
नहीं
तभी
हो
bet.
at
रहा।
least
For
बोला
the
था,
bet,
at
no,
least
I'm
like
still saying, no, I'm still saying for the bet. Let's keep it for the bet. You never know. It's the Christmas time. It's New Year's. Arsenal might just gift goals.
I think
Arsenal
ऋषभ
might
पागल
just
हो
give a
गया
gift to Brentford. ऐसा.
Might as well.
This is,
See,
Let's
you
we
see.
know,
are gifting goals.
this is even more strange than me claiming that Celtic's going to finish in the top eight. Like,
No, no, Manan, you're
नहीं
not
नहीं
gonna
नहीं नहीं नहीं
get away
Manan,
that
don't
easily.
don't.
I think two away, two home. Um, I think the fixture that is the most important is going to be the one that happens this weekend, the early kickoff, Aston Villa City. Um, I don't know what do we expect from us. Like I don't know what to expect from us because if we didn't ship goals, we would be winning all four. I think we will still win a couple of them. But I have a good feeling that we might just beat Aston Villa because those guys are also not, they're just getting back into form but not that properly into form. I think we'll beat them. Man City Everton at home, I straight banker. Said the same thing for Feyenoord, so let's not get into that. Leicester, Man City, away from home, straight banker 3 points. And West Ham is like our favorite opponent, so I think that's a banker. So I think I will go for 10 points. I'm still going for I still will be a little pessimistic and go for a draw at Aston Villa. But otherwise, all in all, a good form, good fixtures to get into form for something like Salford and again Brentford away. Yes, we won't concede four there, but let's see.
So honestly, what I feel is कि definitely I can see City picking up 10 here. But on the flip side, if City have a bad run in these four fixtures, and let's say they end up picking less than 6 points anyhow, then I
Hmm.
don't see them finishing top three also. I think they'll
Oh,
be too far behind because after that, Brentford away is a very, very difficult fixture. And I think
yeah.
that momentum is just going to continue. But I can definitely see them winning three easy. But just in case, I don't know if let's say some injuries happen or their form doesn't pick up, then I
Yeah.
think this fixture, these four fixtures particularly can completely derail their season now.
Oh, if you just did not look at the teams, if you just did not take into account the form right now, and you looked at the fixtures, you would have said
12.
12.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, 12.
100%,
Yeah.
100% 12. The
Maybe
fact
maybe
that
maybe a Villa away, I would have still said a draw, more possibly, but other three to short bankers.
home bankers say, but it's just that the form and the availability of players is a big problem.
I would say
I
8 to 10
yeah,
points.
I would say eight as well. Sorry. Yeah, go for it,
Yeah,
Harun.
I would say 8 to 10 points, either drawing 2 games or losing one game out of the four. So either or kind of drawing one game. So either like if they draw one game, 10 points, draw 2 game, 8 points, who lose one game, 9 points. So 8 to 10, I think, is like a fair call on this. I think Man City are too unpredictable right now. So I don't know. I don't think you can pinpoint at any fixture right now and be like, okay, they'll for sure win this or for sure kind of not kind of drop points or something like that. Abhi, at the moment, it's just you have to take the numbers game and just be like, huh, 8 to 10 points mil jayega isme se. I think I expect them to win at least two out of the four, and then at least the remaining 2 games, at least win one or draw both or like whatever. So yeah.
And Varun, do you want to analyze the Brentford City game on the 15th? Do you want to do that? I did that for you. So do you want to go ahead and do that for me?
No, no, I feel, see, again, you have Brentford, but that's like literally a month away, right? I know they have been in good form at home, but yeah, these things can change very quickly. I think City can come back in form very quickly. So I feel it's very difficult to kind of sit over here and say ki kya hoega. But I would actually, given the teams, I mean, given Man City's track record as well. apart from the last 6 weeks or something. I
Hmm.
think I would go with a City to not lose in that game at least. So yeah,
Manan?
Yeah, for me, I think like I see the Aston Villa game to be sort of like a free hit where the result will not matter so much because psychologically, like if the players are down and they lose against Villa, then it's still sort of acceptable for them in their head because it's still a decent team playing in Champions League doing well. But if they lose against any of the other three teams, psychologically it will be a much bigger impact on the players and on the manager and like the media circus around the whole situation at the club in terms of performances. So, so I feel the Villa City game is sort of a free hit, and they'll need to really get at least 7 points out of the other three. Because if that doesn't happen, then there's going to be like multitude of pressure from now to then.
Also, Yuvraj, I think if they don't pick up even six from this, I have a very genuine feeling they'll be out of the top four race. I have a very bad feeling that if these fixtures don't go well, I think top four will be it'll be difficult for them.
Rishabh, can
but
you
again,
just
like
scroll
I
down and
don't.
see which is the next one? Like after Brentford, who is there? Just one below that.
It's switch away.
Ipswich away. That I think is okay. So I would say if you look at these five fixtures, right, and I'm including Brentford in the mix,
Hmm.
15 points available. If City get 6 out of
Well,
15, I think they are in trouble.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Very
The
low
best you need to
probability.
do is
Very low
15.
probability.
The best you
Yeah,
need
Haru,
to
but
do are
the run right now they are on is like 1 win out of 11. So we didn't expect any sort of that run at all. Like with City, you never know, they can win all five as well and then come
Mhm.
back, but it will be very unlikely at this point.
Yeah. Plus, they need to get back into form against Salford City. Yeah. The whole class of '92 is going to come and play for that team.
Jan and Feb doesn't look good at all. Okay.
Rishabh is fretting already about Jan fixtures.
अरे Jan में we are play so Jan and we are playing
I saw, I
Chelsea.
saw, I saw. It's Arsenal,
Yeah, I saw
Liverpool.
Newcastle, yeah, Liverpool, Arsenal, everyone in that
Yeah.
Yep.
list.
Wow, it'll be very difficult.
I think there's one, yeah, 22nd
That's
for
tonight. That's the quarterfinal. Spurs versus
correct.
United.
Carabao, correct.
Carabao. Come on,
But
man. Let's go.
So, yeah, I mean, United is so difficult to predict in terms of the results right now. I mean, I really cannot do any predictions. Like, Bournemouth are playing well. They could easily upset United. Wolves might be getting the new manager bounce, so they might be good. Newcastle, Liverpool, like I really have no idea in terms of like making predictions about this team. What in like more than the results, I would just like to see improvement in performances, better structure, more creativity going forward. That's what I would be looking for from the upcoming set of fixtures, and good results will be a bonus. Like if
Manan,
I
if you
if
get,
we get 9 out
yeah,
of 12, I'll be happy. So
yeah.
I
If you
won't be
get
sad
10
with
or
9 out of
12,
12.
I
Hmm.
think it can be a kickstarter, right? Because you've already beaten City
Yeah,
away.
yeah.
And if you win the next 3 out of 4, it's going to be
Huh.
really, it'll put you up there in the top four race immediately.
Yes, 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 of course. But again, like as I said, I cannot really make any estimates about like how these things will go for United.
That's the optimistic prediction. Now let's take the pessimistic one. 10
Huh.
to 12 points is optimistic.
How
Let's
many
now take.
goals will Bournemouth score against United?
Look, I think there has been a change in the structure, but I don't. I think these fixtures are a little tricky. Bournemouth at home. Last season they got hammered 3-0. I think you try and get out a win, but I still think it's a draw. I think Wolves are not in a good place, so I think that's a win. So that's four. I'm not counting Liverpool United because I think that's a home banker for Liverpool as of now. I don't see anything more than five. I'll be very honest. I don't see anything more than 5 points here.
I mean,
because
I will not be surprised if we get only 5 out of the 12. So,
yeah, I am.
yeah,
I'm not really
yeah.
confident about uh, uh, United at home also. It's only Bournemouth. It's Newcastle and Bournemouth, and they do play well. So I'm not really confident. It's the Wolves game away that's going to get them the win.
For me, it will be 7 to 8 points. I think they're going to lose to Liverpool for sure. I mean, probability wise, I feel it's a low probability for United to
Mm-hmm.
win at Anfield. So there goes 3 points, and I feel that they might end up drawing or losing one of the other games. Probably the Newcastle one. I don't know. So probably I will go with 7 points. I think is 7 to 8 points is what I would say is what I think United will end up getting in
You
this
know
one.
what I'm noticing, which is interesting, is that like most of the other teams, they had two games which were within like 48 or about 60 odd hours between them, but United have a decent break between all matches.
All the fixtures, yeah,
Yeah, all the fixtures, like 3 days, 4 days, 3 days, 4 days, pretty much everywhere. So that might help the team in terms of recovery.
yeah.
Uh, I'm sure that will impact performances of various teams, like in terms of squad utilization also. Because if you are playing two matches in 3 days, then you need to really milk your squad there, uh, which may not be that big a challenge for United with the scheduling. So yeah, that's something that's better for
Very,
us.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
very, very interesting point.
Yeah.
So they have got lucky with that United versus Newcastle fixture, which is Monday night, instead of playing
Hmm.
it over the weekend.
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
that gives them more time after the Wolves fixture,
Hmm.
right?
Hmm.
One more day compared to other teams
Hmm.
at least. So yeah.
Yeah, and like the Wolves fixture
Also
is
in
also on Boxing Day and not on 27th, which is when a few players are playing a few teams are playing the second game of the festive period.
Also the fixture right after their home game is against Liverpool, which is again a very short trip, right? So
Hmm. Hmm.
again, very less travel in general
True.
for them.
True. True. True.
So I also
Great.
echo Varun's points on this. I think 7 to 8 points I think should be doable.
Hmm.
Liverpool fixture is tough, but knowing Amorim, I think he'll just set up the squad for a draw. So I think he can just ensure that Liverpool don't beat them. And if
Hmm.
they can get a winner or something, it can be if United win 12 points from this fixture, then I think suddenly the entire mood changes around the club.
Of course. Even
Yeah.
nine,
That
like genuinely, even 9 points out of
Yeah,
12, the mood changes, right? Like fans
correct.
are
the
going
mood
to
will
be
change with
uplifted.
the mood will change with 9 points and selling Rashford off. That's the important thing.
I think if we
Yeah.
get 9 points, Rashford's mood will also change.
True, could be.
Yeah,
Great.
cool. No, good for I think we have very less time now. Otherwise, we used to wait for 2 weeks in the international break. So
Hmm.
good to see 4 games in a matter of 2 weeks now. It will be fun.
Okay, great. Thanks for watching, everyone. Hit the like button, subscribe, share, and do let us know your thoughts on the Christmas and New Year calendar in the EPL. Which team do you think will get the most points? Which team do you think will get the least points? And we'll see you again next time. Bye bye.